Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, so this first part might be a little chatty, but the entire video should actually be relatively short since this is what I colored in for the month of August. So my August was actually really busy. I do work in a community college and we did start August 21st. And so of the hobbies that I use to kind of unwind and de-stress, coloring has not been one of them, obviously. So none of these were buddy colors, and I feel really bad, but I'm also trying to be really zen about it. Like, I mean, it's not like I've given them away or they walk away or they've left me by way of the coloring books. They're just sitting there waiting for me. And so when I get into the mood or the headspace, then they'll just be there and happy to hang out with me. I'm definitely a mood hobbyist, and so my mood really dictates what it is that I'm getting into. If it's reading or coloring or journaling, watching TV, watching movies, or napping. And yes, I consider napping sometimes one of my hobbies. But I don't let my hobbies dictate what I'm going to play in. I think because I've been working so many hours that the thought of sitting at my desk and coloring really just does not appeal to me. I don't know why it's different, because I have been journaling a bit. Not a ton, but I have been in my journals more than I have been in my coloring books, but it's just not something I reach for. Or if I do reach for my coloring books, because the shelves are right in front of me, at least most of them are, I just look at the pictures and I'm just like, oh, these are so beautiful and so lovely. And when I'm back into this, I might do this or I might do that. But I'm under no compulsion that I feel I have to because of reasons. I don't create content on YouTube for you guys. I know that sounds horrible, but when I sit down and film a video, I'm very cognizant of the fact that this is my time. And I love sharing my hobby and I love sharing, what I'm doing, but it has to be something that I enjoy doing and not just doing so that I can have content for this channel. Because if I'm honest, my YouTube channel is a hobby as well. So I never feel pressured to either film anything or film something that I think people might enjoy. I've come to the realization many years ago that I'm going to create content around things that I enjoy sharing, so that the time that I'm doing it and then the time that I'm editing the videos, it's enjoyable for me versus trying to chase views or subscribers or whatever, so that my channel doesn't grow as quickly as I'd like or as quickly as some others. I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's not a race, it's not a competition, and it certainly isn't my job. It's just funsies. So yeah, I told you it'd be chatty, and it was, but I do feel the need to film my completed pages, if nothing else, to put these books back on the shelf, because once I complete a page, it actually goes in a different section in my room so that I remember what I've worked on. Because if I had to rely on my memory, nothing would ever actually get done. So let me clean this up and I'll be right back. So one of the pictures I completed for this month was right here. I mean, I did 3 pages this month and I didn't write any details on here, but I'm pretty sure this was for an Olga Rani prompt of pillow. I did distress ink on the back, alcohol marker on the 2 girls here, and then just some accents in some dual hybrid metallic. I don't see any glaze pen. And what I like to do, especially in something like this where it is a very patterny background, is just put some distress ink on there. I think there's actually 2 or 3 different colors of greens that I have. And then there's just little accents, and I don't know if you can see it, of some dual hybrid metallic sparkle pen. I couldn't tell you which one other than it's kind of greenish. It was, I think if I remember correctly, a relatively quick color, but also it was fun, and I do like the anime style. It has a Tim Holtz sticker on here from the small, I think, snarky book, which says, "We'll be best friends forever because you already know too much." And I really liked that. So that is a completed page out of this one. This is Christopher Hart's manga artist coloring book, Girls. This is one of my newer coloring books. I got this in June 2023, definitely inspired by a flip through by Poet. We have a buddy color in here, but I have not worked on it. I believe this is 4 Seasons. Oh, Beautiful Days of Green Ivy, 4 Seasons by Green Ivy. And the picture I completed was this right here. Now this was for an Olga Rani prompt of guitar. What made me pause is this week's Olga Rani prompt is suitcase. So this actually could have worked for that as well. I may actually need to look through this to see if I see another page with a suitcase. This is done in Crayola Super Tips, some Black Widow pencil. Not a fan of those, I have to say. Some Tim Holtz stickers right here. And then her dress is actually done in some Archer and Olive washi tape that I had on hand. I like the patterniness of it, and it took away having to color that. And, oh, I didn't actually cut through it. I do a lot of this kind of washi tape in my Opal books, and this is very reminiscent of that to me, but I usually cut through the page, so I guess I was just better at it this time around. I think that the Crayola Super Tips work really well. I don't know if the Black Widows, I'm just not used to them, or if they just don't work really well on this paper. It's only the first picture that I've completed from this, so I haven't done a lot of testing, but I didn't like how they felt in my hand. So I definitely want to do some different combinations, and let's just see. There's a little bit of ghosting here and up here, but no actual bleed through. Now, I wouldn't actually mind using alcohol markers and sacrificing the other page, but I was just playing around with some water-based markers, and in my Crayola, I think it's the 100 count that I have in the Super Tips, there was lots of greens, and I just picked random ones and just put it down on the page. And then there's some pencil work, some washi work. Overall, I think it looks good, and I didn't feel a need to do a background. I just didn't like how the pencils felt, like I mentioned. And then this is another Tim Holtz sticker, I think also from that, oh no, it's not from the snarky one, it's from the Chit Chat one. And that one is "A dream is a wish your heart makes." That sounds like a line from a song in a Disney movie, but I couldn't tell you which one. If you know, leave it in the comment section below. And that's my completed page out of this one, the Green Ivy 4 Seasons. The page that Poet and I have as a buddy is this one right here. I think it's a really beautiful artwork, just with the line work being done in the different colors. Plus, we both love this little cat right here in the trench coat. But yeah, I'll definitely need to look through here if I can find another page that has a suitcase in it, because I do enjoy this one immensely. And my final page for this month is from this one right here. It's Doming's The Bizarre Bottle. That's how I'm classing it in my head. And the page I completed was this one right here. Again, for another Olga Rani prompt of Tulip. And I have to say, when I did this page here, and this was using my Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua pens, I did not activate it. This is just a dry watercolor pencil used as just a regular colored pencil. And I loved how that felt on this paper. This, I used my Caran d'Ache Supra colors, and I have to say, washing out the ink, or washing out the watercolor pencil, I thought gave such a beautiful finish, and it felt nice. It felt nice coloring just as a pencil. It felt nice when I washed it out. I didn't feel like I got any blotches or anything. I went on top of it with some more super colors just to give some shading and some definition. Like I added some yellow in these here, but I did want this one to pop and this one to pop off the page, so that's why it's got only a little bit of purple, but it's mostly yellows and oranges. I did think it was interesting though that when I used my Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils on top of the activated super colors, I did not like how that felt at all. Like at all. So I definitely would use the super colors dry in this book. I would use it dry, then activated, and then I would use it dry, activated, and then dry on top of it just to add some additional colors and highlights and whatnot. But I really, really like this book. Now I am a little sad that I did not remember, wait. To use this page so that I could write my notes like I did with that other one that I showed you. Now, I'm not going to be someone who's going to cut this book up and give a page because there are duplicates away. I don't do that to my books, but I do like to be consistent. I didn't think about it, but 2 for 2 in this book. I love how the watercolor pencils that I have worked, and I'm looking forward to working in here again. So that's my final completed page. Let me get my coloring book journal and I'll be right back. So if you've been here for a minute, you know this is my A5 Maisie Lane Co. dot grid journal. I use this as a coloring book journal. It did start out as something else, but I just overlooked that and just used the other papers in the back. We'll start with the Olga Rani tracker. So she did finish her last season. She did start her new season, and I did not do a picture for Seahorse, and I did not do a picture for Ladybug. This week is Suitcase, and when it comes to her monthly prompt, which lately has been like a month and a half, I did not do the Land of the Rising Sun, nor did I do Forest Kingdom. I don't know what the new monthly one will be, but I will be on the lookout, and if anything, I'll just track it in here, and if I color it, great. If I don't, I mean, that's just how life has been working out these days. And then if we go into my coloring book focus, a lot of this is not going to be met. So August, I did not do an opal page. I did not do an Erie page, and I just realized this is not a full-on black ink pen. I think this might be like a sepia black because those don't match, but we're committed now. Did I do a portrait page? Yeah, that season page had a picture. Did I full-on pencil page? I did, if you consider a watercolor pencil a pencil page. Hardback. Oh, that Bizarre Bottle one works. 10 by 10. No, my books were at max 8.5 by 11. I still have that Zan Von Zed that I have buddied with Dead that I have not touched. Joanna Basford, I have not touched. A group buddy, I did not do. Ikuko, I did not do. And I did not pull a number, nor did I color off the shelf. Tackle Your Treasures, actually could have been any of those 3. Grogu, nope. 3rd month in a row, I have not colored in that. Morgano, nope. Color Your Star Zodiac, nope. Hannah K. Treasure Hunt, nope. Color Your Hoard, that's a yes. I didn't post to Instagram, but the one in that season book could have counted. I haven't done Meg's ABC Color Challenge. I haven't done Complete Area Veil, although I believe the book, if you've been following since the beginning, is now completed. So I have to play some catch up, but that's okay. It just waits on me. Pixie's Disney Coloring. I actually don't know what the prompt is yet. I haven't watched the video, but I think I saw it on, so that's on the list for today to do. So I did not do that. And then Animals Doing People Things. No, this animal is not doing a people thing like the other picture that I showed you. That one to me would count because that's not how animals stand and dress, but this one does not. So that's a no. All right, so for the buddy color stats, this one's super easy because it's none. I didn't do any buddy colors, either with individuals or in the group. And that group one could have been the, oh, what is it called? The Magic Dreamland, I believe it was this month. Next month is Mid-Century Modern Animals, or my Grogu one, or Meg's Disney Challenge one, because there is a group that's doing a specific page out of ABDCR, and I didn't do any of it, so that's just a big old 0 and a big old 0. Here, this is my completed pages. That was 3. I wonder what pen I used here, because this is a Papermate Flare, but it's not the same width. So let's try this one. I know it seems, oh yeah, that must be the one. It seems kind of weird, but I do like my inks to match and to be the same width or heaviness. And when it's not, it kind of bugs me. Okay, well that's now too thick, but whatever, you can't take that away. So I did 3 pages this month. All of them had to do with Olga Rani's weekly prompt. So 100% of my pages were for Olga Rani, which isn't surprising considering the little bit of pages that I did. I still have not updated this right here to include some of the newer books in my arsenal. And even this is not an updated list because I did pick up some. But yeah, we're not going to worry about that. And I have not filmed another completed pages and coloring book inventory video. I believe we're starting on bookshelf number 4. But again, that's one of those things, even though it's really just a show and tell, and I'm just walking you through pages, I definitely need to be in the headspace for that, and I just have not been. All right, guys, well, not a long video, hopefully, although there was a bit of chit chat in the beginning. Not a lot completed, but again, like I mentioned, my hobbies wait on me. They're happy when I'm happy, and so if I plan something else, they're just happy to be part of the journey. All right, well, that's it from me for now, and as always, aloha.